Hey guys, welcome back to another PSA Rants video. Today I'll be by myself because Shervin wasn't available. Today I'll be previewing and talking about the Arsenal vs Wolves fixture, and then I'll be giving a score prediction at the end of this video. So, I think this will be a very good game. Look at the two teams. Wolves on one hand have been excellent since the restart. They've won every single game they've played and haven't even conceded a goal. They may not have played the best teams, but you have to get the games that you have in front of you, you got to get rid of them. So you got to just win your games, and that's something that I think Arsenal have been lacking this season. When I look at Arsenal, I see a team who's very vulnerable at the back in defense, but very good and fun to watch going forward. When I look at Arsenal's past fixtures, they've lost their first two since the restart and now have won 3 in a row. When I look at Arsenal's games against Man City and Brighton, I think, as most people can tell, that there's been a lot of defensive errors, and that's led to a lot of losses. When I look at a team like Wolves, I think they're very good from the back and very good at playing, and they're very good as a team in general. Wolves is a team, might not have the biggest names, but they do work very well as a team. But I do think that Arsenal will win this game because of their power in the front, and I don't think that Wolves can stop them. I think the pace Arsenal has and can provide up top is very good, and I don't think that Wolves is even going to be close to being able to defend it. I do think Wolves will put up a good fight just because of how good of a team they are together. They do have some quality going forward, and in the midfield, a lot of nice young players, especially from Portugal. But I do think Arsenal's star power is just too much for them to handle. I know a lot of people might not agree with me, but right now, Arsenal have just started hitting form with Mikel Arteta providing a nice formation with 5 at the back when in defensively, and 3 at the back going forward with Kolasinac, Mustafi, and David Luiz, or Holding if he takes Mustafi's spot. I think this 3 at the back while attacking is very good because it's better than having 4 at the back, and we play 5 at the back while defending. This allows Tierney to push forward where he's looked very dangerous and very good in the last couple games, and also Bellerin, who I don't think he's been playing quite well, and I think he should get dropped for either Maitland-Niles or new signing Cedric, who's just scored a nice goal last game against Norwich. When I look at Arsenal's midfield and I look at how they play, when I look at Ceballos and Xhaka, they've worked quite well with each other, especially against Norwich, because one will drop back and receive the ball from the center halves, and one might push forward. As you saw from the Norwich game, Ceballos was getting on the ball a lot and providing for the attack, and also one, as in Xhaka, would get forward and do well on attack. As you can see, that's how it led to Xhaka's goal, getting in a nice forward position where he received the ball from Aubameyang and finished it quite nicely. I think also Nico Pepe, he was given a rest against Norwich, and I think he'll have a great game tomorrow. I can see him doing wonders and causing a lot of problems for the Wolves defense. Not to mention Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who just came off a game where he scored 2 goals and got an assist. He's one of the best strikers in the league, probably is the best striker in the league, and top class, one of the best in the world. He's leading the Premier League right now in goals scored, for a reason. He's very good, very clinical in front of goal. On the other hand, I have to be very careful with Wolves because they're a very good team counterattacking and very stable defensively. They have the likes of Raul Jimenez, Diego Jota, and Adama Traore, who are very pacey players and very strong players who can at any time score a nice goal because they're very good on the ball as well. I think Arsenal's defense might not have the compatibility to work with this attack because they're, to be honest, probably one of the better attacks trios in the Premier League. Also, they have a quite decent midfield with Moutinho, Neves, and Dendoncker. And I can see them playing well. But what I do think is that in Wolves' defense, they have, don't get me wrong, they're very well constructed in defense. They have Willy Bolly and Cody, but I don't think they're not as fast players. So the likes of Aubameyang and Pepe, maybe Nketiah, or you might see Lacazette. Lacazette's been out of form, but I do think he's still played quite well with his hold-up play. It's been quite crucial for Arsenal and helped them a lot. So I do see Arsenal getting a lead and staying with the lead. I do think that Wolves will probably bag a couple goals, but I do think overall Arsenal will win with their firepower up top and how their midfield's played recently. A crucial thing I think will be for Arsenal is their wing-backs. In the last couple games, Tierney has been outstanding, and Maitland-Niles, when he played in the FA Cup against Sheffield, he's also been outstanding. He helped Pepe played how he wanted to. He was overlapping Pepe, he was letting Pepe run on the ball, and helping Pepe make runs in behind. And with Tierney's a great player. He can run up and down the field. He's a very hard worker, and he's very good defensively. What I think he does that not many people can offer is the quality he has in the attacking third and in defensively. When you see Tierney play, every time he whips in a ball, it looks very dangerous. And what I think Tierney doing on this left-hand side, going up and down the field, it allows Aubameyang to come in more centrally, which is where he's naturally best, and he'll score the most goals there. As you can see on the last game against Norwich, Aubameyang was scoring goals, coming in more central positions, and yeah. Also, one thing I've seen with Mikel Arteta and Arsenal is that they like to work on the press, and it's been very helpful for them. They've gotten a goal against Southampton where Eddie Nketiah pressed the keeper and won the ball and had a tap in for himself. And then same thing against Norwich with Aubameyang. So you can tell that Mikel Arteta has been working on this, and it's come in very well in hand for Arsenal. I think that the game will be a very tight one. I think there'll be goals. I think there'll be fights. I think there'll be lots of midfield battles. But I do think Arsenal will take the edge on this one with a 3-2 win, courtesy of an Aubameyang goal, and I can see a Nico Pepe double. And I can see a Jota goal and a Jimenez goal. I think Adama Traore will be very dangerous towards the Arsenal defense because they're very shaky, and I think he'll cause loads of problems. But I do think Arsenal will come out on top. Also, I think Lucas Torreira is available from injury, and I do think he'll take Ceballos' place. So I think they'll add more solidity to Arsenal's midfield, which will help them as they have quite a good attack and not the best defense. But I think it'll add more solidity to their midfield. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Drop your score predictions down below in the comments and tell me what